Morning team, how we doing? Firstly, you'll notice the Sports Direct bag is now safely in the boot. I've put my seats all back up and had a little bit of a clear out because I had MOT the other day, MOT in service, and it passed, actually, with flying colours, which I wasn't expecting. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. Listen team, listen up friends. It's about hope. It's about hope. Hope is where it begins. Hope is where the transformation begins. Hope is where your happiness can be found. Hope. It is crucial. It is crucial. I'm buzzing today. I'm all fired up today because I'm about to go teach a spin class at Posh Country Club, and finally, I'm going to be able to get back onto the bike. Now, because of this back injury, I know I've been banging on about it. You're probably all in more pain hearing about me talking about this back injury than I've actually been in with the back injury. But hopefully I won't be talking about it too much longer, because today it's gone. It feels fine today. So finally, I'm going to be back on the bike. And it's been weeks and weeks. Scratch that. It's been months that I've had to do what's known as teaching from the floor, which means where we don't get onto the bike when we're teaching the class. We're on the ground, we're walking around, checking form, this, that, and the other. There's huge benefits to it. And actually, I've learned a lot doing that. But it's not where my heart is. It's not where my heart is, because I'm the sort of person that likes to lead from the front. And if I'm not doing it, how can I expect other people to do it? And if I'm not giving 100%, how can I expect other people to give 100%? So my place is on the bike at the front, digging in, kicking out, giving 100%. And that's how I can help to motivate the rest of the class to give their best as well. So I've been having to teach from the floor, and it weighs heavily on my heart. It weighs heavily when I have to do that. And I've got this back pain coming in, so it's like, oh, it's such a low feeling. It's such a feeling of, oh man. And if you're not careful, that can be depressing. That can be depressing and lead to a lot of anxiety and lead to a lot of stress. But the key is hope. Hope of saying to yourself, look, I don't know when this is going to get better. I don't know how it's going to get better. I just know that at some point it will get better. There will come a day I'm back on that bike. Hope is what we need. Sometimes it's blind hope, blind faith. And it got me thinking about when I began my transformation and my journey. Because now, at this time, I've learnt so much. I know what I'm doing. I know the process and the methods in order to get to where I want to be in life. But there was a time when I didn't have that. There was a time when I was lost, completely in the dark. I had no idea about fitness, hadn't done a single bit of reading about it, hadn't watched any videos on it. I hadn't done any learning at all. But I just knew that I needed to lose 5-6 stone in weight. And I had a severe alcohol addiction. If I haven't said it recently, remember, I was up in the morning drinking from the moment I woke up to the moment I passed out. I was on death's door with alcoholism. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not proud of it. I'm not going to hide it either, because I need to say the truth. And I didn't know how I was going to move forwards. I was lost and in the dark. I had to find hope, to say to myself, I don't know how I'm going to recover. I don't know how I'm going to move myself forwards. I just know that I'm going to. I just know that at some point I'm going to figure this out. And I'm going to do everything necessary in order to make that happen as fast as possible. But when it happens, I don't know. How it happens, that's what I'm about to find out. But you have to have this hope that no matter how bad it is, no matter how bad it gets, I am going to make it. With the back injury, with the back thing, look, I had to do my stretches, man. I had to do my stretches. I had to do my foam rolling. And man, oh man, anyone who has been engaged in a lot of fitness and had to do their stretching and their foam rolling, not just your little 5-10 minute stretches at the end, I mean a session, a full session of stretching. I'm talking hours. And with the foam rolling, you'll know that's more painful than any workout. That's more painful than any spin class. And on top of that, it's boring. It's so dull. I would rather be in the gym. I would rather be doing my cardio. I'd rather be out running. But that ain't where I'm at. where I'm at is I got to do my stretches. I got to do my foam rolling. It's like you've got to eat your vegetables before you have your dessert. A huge part of it, and this feeds into hope, is acceptance. You have to accept, right, this is where I'm at. There's no way around it now. If you've recognized, right, I need to lose some weight, you have to accept that. People get so much wrong about acceptance. They think, oh, I'm overweight. Oh, I just need to accept that I am overweight. No, that's not acceptance. That is not acceptance. That is delusional. That's what that is. What we need to do, oh, I'm overweight. I need to accept that I need to lose that weight. Oh, I have an addiction. No, don't just accept that you have the addiction. Accept that you need to do something about the addiction. That's where the acceptance is. And that leads to hope. When we accept where we're at, finally, we can actually start to take the steps necessary in order to move forwards in the direction that we want to go in. Am I speaking a different language? Am I stuttering? Am I saying anything that's not just standard common sense? One of the most common barriers I find to people achieving what they want in life, I work with many of them, right? I'm not just a snake oil salesman. I work with many, many people for my living as a job. Every single day I work with people. And a big part of getting people to actually start living the life that they want is to stop getting distracted by all these other things going on and start getting people focused on what will actually help them in their lives. Sometimes it's about the acceptance of, right, this relationship isn't working. That's a level of acceptance too. It's not to say, mate, it's not, sometimes it's not about, right, then I just need to sack it off. It's like, right, this isn't working, I need to change it. But they're not looking at that. They don't realize that that's actually what the big thing is in front of them that needs to sort of get sorted, get dealt with, until if they don't deal with that, if they don't get that sorted, then it doesn't matter what else you do, because that's where the poison is originating in life. It might not be anything to do with that. It might be the job. The job might be stressing somebody out so much, but they're too busy focused on something else going on. They're, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. It's like, nah, man, it's your job. Like, deal with what's actually the root cause of the problem. And the many, many, many times it's because people simply are not doing anything physical in their life. They're not doing any phys, no physical training. They're not spending any time whatsoever actually looking after the vehicle that they're inhabiting, which is body and brain, body and mind. Right, let me just paint this picture. You take a person, which is a biological entity, and you take away sleep. You feed them poor nutrition. You give them a drug, which is a chemical nervous system depressant. You put them in a place where they have to work a ridiculous number of hours with no fulfillment. There's no contentment, no satisfaction from their work. And let's throw in some relationships that do not fulfill them. They're not growing together. They're not moving forwards. It's not what they wanted. And you just throw all that into the mix. How long do you think it's going to be until that person is depressed? Now, all of those things that I just described, does any of that sound familiar? Like, does any of that sound like, oh, actually, I would be willing to bet that 90% of people, probably higher than that, 99% of people walking around have got at least two of those things going on in their life. It begins with hope. Hope that things can change, things can get better. Oh, but aren't those things just life? No, they are not. That is part of the issue. That is part of the problem. Oh, well, that's just how it is. You just have to accept it. That is not the case. That is not true. I talk a lot about my fitness and how I overcame the addiction and things like that, but I very rarely talk about, also, I was fed up with this corporate mentality in the fitness industry. I had to go self-employed. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, there's a massive amount of risk. No, it's not easy. Yes, it can all blow up in your face. It's a struggle, but I had to accept that I needed to do it. How do I do it? I don't know. I still don't know. I'm kind of winging it, but it begins with hope. I don't know how. I don't even know. I don't even care if it's going to be successful or not. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, good. I've escaped that corporate rat race. Just like that. That's something that a lot of people dream about their entire lives. They think it's just going to magically happen when they retire. Doesn't work like that. You just got to do it. And it begins with hope. A leap of faith. You just start. Just get started. Who cares how? Just get started. Just get started. Accept something needs to change. Have the hope and faith that you can move it forwards. I don't know how just yet, but I know that it's going to happen. I feel like I could talk for hours today. I don't know why, but I think I'll leave that there because I've just thrown quite a fair old whack at you, and I've got to go because I'm going to get my workout in before spin. The other thing, just one last point on that. Look, my back feels fantastic right now. Feels like there's never been an injury there. But I know that probably later on today, this evening, it's probably going to be sore again. I just know that. So I accept that that happens. I hope that that doesn't happen, but I accept that it probably will happen. So that when it does happen, I'm not going to be like, oh God, why does this always happen? It's like, no, I knew that was coming. But right here, right now, in this moment, I'm going to go and enjoy what I came here to enjoy. I'm going to get my training in, get my fizz in, smash out my workout. What more to life can there be? It's a good day, team. I hope everyone is well out there. I hope you're still finding ways to move forwards in your life, to change things, to live the life that you came here to live, to enjoy the life that you came here to enjoy. Just a quick reminder, if you've forgotten, you are supposed to enjoy it, at least some bits. Even if you're not always buzzing, joyful, happy, sunshine and rainbows skipping around, you're supposed to be enjoying even the harder bits. And if not, take a look deeper inside. Have a great day, team. It's not too late. You still have time.